If you haven't yet tried to accept assignments electronically, now might be a great time to try it. First, in Blackboard, I want to show you this. You can switch from faculty to student by just clicking that icon. Suddenly I go from being Professor Gajunas to being Rebecca the student. And when I click on assignments as a student, I can actually upload an assignment the same way my students will upload their assignments. I click Browse My Computer. I find the assignment I'd like to submit. I agree to submit it to the Global Reference Database. I perhaps add some comments for my professor, and then I click Submit. I will see a confirmation screen the same way as my students will. There's a green bar that confirms that it's submitted, and my assignment appears here. If I want to go back to being a professor, I can exit the preview. I'd like to save the user data so that I can actually grade myself, and then I'll click Continue. I'm now becoming Professor Gajunas again. I can scroll down here to the Grade Center, and as you can see, Rebecca Student is the only person who submitted the assignment. Good for her. We can grade her attempt, and before I do much of anything on this screen, here's a handy tip. If you click on this arrow, the screen widens. If you click on this arrow, the screen widens. You can see the paper a lot more clearly. I have the option to comment on my student's paper, which I'm going to do right now. I can say, great introduction. When I'm finished commenting, I'll pick this arrow up again and I'll come over here and I can type in a grade. I also have the option of clicking on a rubric. So I've uploaded a rubric. Within that rubric, I can decide how Rebecca Student has done with focus, support, organization. She's not so great. Tone and diction, she's doing great, but wow, look at her grammar. Okay, and it adds up the points. The other thing I want to do here is to check out her Safe Assign report. And that report is still processing, so maybe we'll come back for that. Let's save our rubric. Click Submit, and her grade is now recorded in the Grade Center. But what if I'm worried that she plagiarized? So let's go back in there. Uh-oh, she has a 54% overall match. If we click on that match, we can view the originality report, and we'll see that looks like she's plagiarized from two other student papers. The first paper is highlighted in yellow, the second in blue. Now it looks like the blue portion was actually a quote, but the yellow portion is definitely plagiarized. So I may need to contact her about that. When I'm finished as a faculty member, I can exit out of here, and then I can go back to being a student. And Rebecca Student can see her grade. She probably got a 0 because of the plagiarism. If she goes into Course Tools and clicks on My Grades, she'll be able to view a lot of options. She can see our rubric, comes right up on her screen. Okay. And she can also view my comments.